Hey, Buff Nation, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson here. Coming up this week in the Buffalo Stampede, we're recapping a loss at UCLA in football with former quarterback Bobby Passamento. Basketball on tap, exhibition play. We hear from head coach J.R. Payne and Tad Boyle, and a home weekend for volleyball and soccer, including a senior day for the soccer team. We'll see highlights and hear from Jesse Mahoney and Danny Sanchez all this week on the Buffalo Stampede.
Takes the snap, looks off to his right, throws it out there, and it is intercepted by the Buffaloes. Who else? Travis Hunter. That cat is special. The throw on a little curl to the right side. He came back and went down and made the interception right in front of the line. Down at 10 of the 29. Schlee the snap, play action, sets to throw, sidearms and out there, and it is picked off by Travis Hunter. Look out, he cuts the field.
A lot like you didn't know it. Travis Hunter is special. 2 interceptions. It was a loss, 28-16. The Buffaloes fall at number 23. UCLA here at the Rose Bowl. Hi, everybody. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Welcome to Buffalo Stampede. Our sideline reporter, former quarterback Bobby Passamento with us. First off, I just continue to be just amazed sometimes by what Travis Hunter's able. The instincts, Bobby, that he has out there, it really are stunning.
Yeah, I mean, he's special. He proves it week in and week out on both sides of the ball. I don't think anybody can argue that he's probably the best corner in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, he makes picks you don't see many guys make. So we're pretty lucky to have that guy running around on our team.
It's the physical skills, yes, but the instinct, the way he baits, the way he adjusts, the way he sees plays, it really is startling to watch. Defensively, UCLA scores 28 points at 487 yards. I thought this might have been the best defensive effort that we've seen from Colorado. They forced 4 turnovers.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you can take a lot from this and build off of it defensively. I mean, they did a really good job of forcing turnovers. They got 4 of them. I mean, that's huge. I mean, usually you turn out a little differently in the win column when you get 4 turnovers, but let's see what they can do with that rolling into the next week.
That kind of gets lost a little bit sometimes. When the game is like this, you lose 28-16, you give up 487 yards. It gets lost that this defense has gotten better progressively as the season's gone on.
Yeah, they definitely have. And that just comes with time, right? Because it's a new scheme. It's new guys, a bunch of guys getting together to play. So credit to them for keep working hard and keep pushing.
Yeah. Sideline, take us down there a little bit. What was it like in the sideline as this game was unfolding?
I think there was a lot of momentum coming up and a lot of momentum going down, right? Because you turn the ball over, everybody gets fired up, and then the offense goes 3 and out and can't move the ball. So it's really hard, and especially when you got young kids. The momentum's such a big deal in college football, in my opinion. And so when we just couldn't capitalize off those turnovers, it hurt.
Yeah, the Buffaloes only got 3 points off those 4 turnovers. Afterward, this loss to UCLA, we heard from head coach Deion Sanders.
And here's a throw to the end zone. Jump ball, catch made, Horn, touchdown. And Colorado strikes their first touchdown of the game.
Today, we played our butts off. I feel like I'm proud of the kids. I really am proud of these young men. They hung in there as long as they could. Offensively, we got to improve. You see that. Quarterback is taking his beating. We got to do a better job of protecting him, running the football. I know we had a couple linemen go down, but there's no excuses. Got to be next man up. So we got to have enough depth to be able to accomplish the goals that we set out to accomplish. And defensively, we fought our butts off. We made some key mistakes. Once Shiloh went out, he's one of the main communicators on the back end. That was a tremendous blow for us because he's one of the leaders on the back side of the defense, and he's the enforcer. He's the dog back there, and we got to do a lot better, not only offensively, defensively, as well as coaching the game. And I'll take full responsibility for that. And I got to address those issues that we're having as well. Well, we're always coaching and we're always teaching. I mean, that's what we do. And every game teaches a tremendous lesson. Every day of life teaches a tremendous lesson. So I think they're learning at a fast pace because unlike many other first-year coach-led teams, there's a tremendous expectation for us. And we would love to meet those expectations. I think we were close. I mean, we did some wonderful things. You could see what we have and what we're building, and you can see the need. So just like recruits, you don't think they're watching TV and they see the needs that we have. It's very easy to understand this is what we need and this is the type of quarterback that we have. So I'm happy with what I see for the future. I really am. I know we got our butts kicked, we lost today, but I'm happy with what I see in the future, because you can see how close we are to being what we desire to be.
Head coach, Coach Prime, after the ball game. Buffs fall here at the Rose Bowl by 28-16. Can we continue with Silent Reporter and former quarterback Bobby Passamento? All right, offensive side of the ball. It comes down to protection. Shedeur Sanders sacked 7 times in this ball game, 42 times this season. They couldn't get any protection. They couldn't get any movement up front.
No, I mean, UCLA's good on defense, right? Let's establish that. But we made them look a lot better than they were. We had a really, really tough time just getting in people's way, it seemed like. And Shedeur's taken way too many hits, not just the sacks, but when he is getting rid of the ball, he's getting hit. So if you can't improve on that, it's going to be a struggle to score points.
He continues to be impressive to me. That's 33 consecutive games now. He's throwing at least 1 touchdown pass. The way he's productive, Bobby, the way he takes care of the football. He's only got 3 interceptions this season, did not have 1 in this ball game, and continues to be pressured the way he is. I'm more impressed as time goes on with him, the way he's playing and kind of carrying this offense.
Yeah, with the duress he's under. I mean, he is a polished quarterback. He makes good decisions. He doesn't force the ball. You know, when you get hit that many times, you're bound at some point in time to just throw one up because you're tired of getting put on your butt. But, you know, tons of credit to him for the way he manages the game. He takes hits that nobody wants to take, but he's protecting the football.
You played that position, and you had a great running attack when you were playing, right? I mean, great running backs, great offensive linemen, the way they were back in the day with you. It puts so much pressure on a quarterback when he's got to carry all of it all the time.
It puts pressure on everybody, right? Especially the quarterback. But when the other team knows we can't run the ball effectively, those D linemen, they're just pinning their ears back and they're coming, and that makes it hard for our offensive linemen too, right? Because they're at a disadvantage when they don't even have to guess if we're running or throwing it. They know they can just go rush the passer.
You know, this thing's not going to get any easier now. And next week you've got Oregon State coming to town for the homecoming game. They might be as tough and physical as any team in this league.
Yeah, they're a good football team, and they are very tough and very physical. And you know, we got another challenge, and we got to find a way, whether it's in the screen game or just committing to run the ball. Even if we're not moving it, we still need to commit it so they can at least have to adjust to it.
So that's it from the Rose Bowl. The Buffs fall 28-16. Coming up next here to Stampede, we're talking basketball. The season just around the corner. Great to see basketball back at the CU Event Center as the men's and women's basketball teams respectively had exhibition games. The women took on Adams State, the men Metro State on Saturday night while the football team was playing. Back at the Buffalo Stampede, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Now, coincidentally, these two teams both won by 24 points in those exhibitions. A lot of excitement and expectation for both of these teams. And after those ball games, we heard from both coaches, J.R. Payne and Tad Boyle. Powered by Ford. Cars, trucks, and SUVs built for America. Built Ford proud.
Anytime you win a game by 20 plus, you feel good. I thought our defense tonight was pretty good. We flew around, pretty active. Didn't guard the three-point line as well. In the first half, they had 4 threes, and I challenged our guys at halftime to hold them under 6, and they only got 1 in the second half, so that was good. You know, our switching was good. So I was happy with our defense and our rebounding for the most part. And you guys know that's something I always harp on. So I just think offensively, you know, we took a little bit of a step backwards tonight. Our turnovers were an issue against Texas, and they were an issue again tonight. The difference is Texas pressured the heck out of us, and Metro State really didn't. You know, they tried to keep us off balance with that zone. It worked at times, but we got to flow better offensively. And obviously we didn't shoot the ball from the free throw line very well. We're much better free throw shooters than that, in my opinion. And but turnovers and free throws to me, and then finishing. You know, just you got an open shot, you know, making it. When you got an open layup, you make it. Like, you know, we could have finished better. So some room to grow offensively for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think Alex, our assistant, said it best. It wasn't our best game, but at least we got our first game out of the way. And so, yeah, happy to play, you know, a team. Ironically, that really small team actually is much more difficult for us to play against because they're totally different matchups than we ever see. So that was good for us to have a different type of challenge in our opening game. I think we'll turn on the film and see that we did a lot of good things and also a lot of things that we still need to improve. and that's why you play an exhibition game. So glad it's over and we're ready for the season. I definitely think, the rotation is up for grabs. I think we have so many good players this year that, for me, I've never really placed an emphasis on starting. I would rather be the kid that's wanted to be in at the end of the game, when the game is on the line. So starting, I don't think is really that big of a deal. Sometimes it's more about your pieces. Like if I have a distributing point guard, I need scoring wings. Or if I have a scoring post player, I need a distributing post player, and things like that. So it's never just your best 5 players. But yeah, Tamia, started and did a great job. She's experienced, and but definitely I think we could rotate that through the year.
Tonight we didn't. It wasn't great. It didn't flow. We were, we had some success early. I think we jumped on them pretty good. We had, I think, 21 points at the, second media timeout, and then we ended up with 33. Part of that was free throw shooting. We couldn't make a free throw, but I think we got impatient, and guys try to, what happens is when you have success early, guys want to do it quick, and, again, you're preparing to beat the really good teams, and the really good teams you're not going to beat after making 1 or 2 passes, and so we got to get the ball moved side to side a little bit more. We always want to get it in the paint, and I don't know what the final numbers were. I know at halftime, we always give our guys the paint touch numbers and the non-paint touch numbers. At halftime, we were 1 for 7 when we didn't get a paint touch. That's not very good, and we were 18 for, I think, 26 or 18 for 28 when we did get a paint touch. So good things happen. You get to the free throw line, you suck the defense in, and then it frees it up for our three-point shooters. The one thing I'll say our guys did a great job of, I thought, is sharing the ball. We had 19 assists, which is a really good number. So we have an unselfish team. Eddie's really a good passer from the post. Tristan's really become a much better passer. I think we got the ability to have those upper teens and even get in the 20s in assists if we keep sharing the ball. But then we just got to add the efficiency piece and the movement piece and the patience piece. And we've seen it in practice. It hasn't translated. It didn't translate to the Texas scrimmage very well, and it didn't translate tonight. Something we've been working on in practice. And when these guys accept that and understand that and do it, we're going to be pretty darn good because we got a lot of weapons in this team offensively. That's the beauty of this team. A lot of balance, a lot of guys that can score the ball, and we just can't have agendas and selfishness. And I don't think we have that. We just have to get better movement and spacing.
So exhibition victories for the CU men and the women. J.R. Payne and Tad Boyle after the contest, 24-point wins, kind of setting the tone for the high expectations this season. The women will open up on Monday on the road in Las Vegas against defending national champion LSU. The men will be home on Monday night, November 6th, to take on Towson. We'll have that one on the Colorado Basketball Network. Coming up next here at the Buffalo Stampede, we're talking soccer. It was senior day at Prentice Field. We'll recap in a moment. Senior day. Frigid conditions as well on Sunday as the Buffs say goodbye to 8 seniors on the soccer team. Buffs get the victory, taking down number 18 Arizona State 4-0. Back at the Stampede, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Been a great season for Colorado soccer. In fact, they've got an NCAA tournament berth in their sights. Every win critical right now. And the Buffs took care of business last weekend on Thursday, taking care of Arizona 2-0, and then that 4-0 victory over Arizona State. Let's check out the highlights with Eric Poloni on This Week in Colorado Soccer.
Coach really wanted to get some results, got some results. It was a great weekend for the Buffs, the win over Arizona and then the win over Arizona State. Also, senior day, lots going on. But let's start with the Arizona match and talk us through that one.
Great performance from the Buffs. We knew we had to respond. Nice crowd on a Thursday night, ball zipping around. I thought we played really well. 2-0 is a fair result. So I'm pretty blunt with I think it could have been more. I thought we really created a lot of opportunities. Shira opens it up for us with the 1-0 lead, but it's a dangerous lead because Arizona's a good team. They've had some really good results. They were coming off a draw against USC. And then right at the beginning of the second half, Faith scores the goal. And that really kind of killed the game off. I really was pleased. Everyone we brought in, it really helped us for Sunday because we were able to play a lot of numbers and stay fresh. It was a very good performance from the team.
And then Sunday, snow. First snow of the season. Yep. We were 72 hours away from having a great season of weather at Prentice Field. Snow on Sunday. Of course, we had the mist on Thursday, but the grounds crew did a great job getting the field cleared, and then 4-0 win over Arizona State. Big result for them.
Yeah, first of all, Jose, Alex, John Galvin, everybody out here bright and early, and the staff. but cleared the field. And really, it was a perfect soccer pitch. I mean, it was dry. It was great to play on. Nice turnout of supporters. You know, we played okay in the first half, Eric. We challenged them at halftime, and what the last 30 minutes, our best 30 minutes of the year, like I told Seth after the game, it's just getting the first goal. Ava, great individual effort to get the end line, forced the own goal, and then we were really flying. You know, Hope Leva has been so close for so long, and what a goal. I mean, legit 70-yard run and finish it, and you can see the emotions when she celebrated with Jason after the goal. Then Allie Clark, wow, what a goal. And then Lila with a nice assist to Claire for her to open her CU account. So a great performance of the Buffs, defended well, everyone that came in. We were able to get all 8 of our seniors in the game, and they all played really well. It's just a really great day for the Buffs.
Yeah, it was a good way to send the seniors off for sure. Buffs currently sitting 6th in the Pac-12 standings with an opportunity to move up to 4th.
Yep.
Need a little help and need a result on Friday at Utah. Always a tough place to play, but you've had some success there. Talk a little bit about what you're looking forward to on Friday.
You know, it seems like it always comes down to at Utah or us with Utah. It's always a 1-goal game. You know, they're a team. They were up until Sunday, and Sunday really they had the run of play against Arizona and just gave them an own goal and couldn't come back from it. Before that, they were beating Arizona State, beat Washington State, you know, beat Washington. So they're playing well. They have a limited rotation, but their starters are really solid. So it's going to be a very important for us to start fast and play at high tempo on Friday. The weather, just like today in Boulder, is going to be perfect. So that's good. So 2 o'clock on Friday. We're going to throw it all out there. We have everything to play for, so we're really excited.
All right, thanks, Eric and Danny. Good luck to the soccer team. They'll put a wrap on the regular season now Friday at Utah. They're sitting at 12-4-3 right now in a real nice position to get a postseason berth. Coming up next here in the Buffalo Stampede, we're going to talk volleyball and hear from head coach Jesse Mahoney. Yeah, there's no better volleyball league in the country than the Pac-12 Conference, and the Buffaloes had a tough homestand this weekend against the LA schools. They finished up the weekend dropping 3 sets to UCLA, despite a strong effort by Maya Tabron, who led the Buffaloes with 13 kills, as CU continues to miss Lexi Hadrich, who's out with an injury on the outside. Back in the Buffalo Stampede, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Despite the loss to UCLA, Colorado opened up the weekend with an epic 5-set victory over USC. The match went almost 3 hours, with Colorado finally taking the 5th set 15-13. And afterward, we heard from head coach Jesse Mahoney and a couple of his players.
Man, just a really nice high-level volleyball match. I thought both sides played really well. On our side, we lost Lexi to an injury in the middle of the week and didn't really have a ton of time to adjust, but the team did a really nice job of adjusting. I thought Anna played really well in that position. Can't replace 4 kills per set. I think we did a nice job of everybody kind of chipping in a little bit more. We passed extremely well. I thought we served well at times. And I'm just excited for our team because we're playing really good volleyball. I mean, even if we had lost that match, I would have been excited for us because I think we're playing really good volleyball and we've got a goal for the second half of the season, and this is a nice step towards that goal. Playing at home is a lot better, obviously, for everybody. I thought we played really well in all phases today, and that's the result you get, which is a little bit of a coin flip match and who's going to make plays down the end, and we were the ones who did it.
Simpson took the worst of that. Buffs block, gets up and answers loudly of London's abilities. Serve for Snook. Middle, Simpson to Howard, who gets it down in front of London Weedle.
Yeah, I mean, we came off a really good weekend last weekend with the Arizonas, so I think we really just wanted to capture that same energy and bring it into this weekend of play. We really wanted that redemption, and I mean, starting over in the pack, it's really a new set of games, and we try to see it kind of as a new set of teams, but also learn from our mistakes from last game. So I think we did that really well. Obviously easier to play at home than it is away, and we were just really able to focus in on the things that we didn't achieve last time, and we were able to fix those and come back and beat them. Yeah, we don't want to look too far into the future, but also not dwell on what happened in the past. So it's just focusing on that next point and making sure you're doing everything you can to get it.
Wow, Maya Tabron getting it done due to injury. Great to have Ariel back and rolling for Brad Keller. Kayla Payne.
We see how well we can play now and how well we can compete with all teams in the Pac-12. So we're just going to try our hardest to do this again.
Digs it. Riddle, the libero second touch. Maya Tabron. Well, tips it over. Snook, second touch, and the swing try is rejected.
We went 4 and 6 in the first half, and we felt like we didn't play particularly well. And we had a little bit of a reset 2 weeks ago going to the Washingtons. We didn't play well either there, but our practices started getting better. I think just the general feeling about our team, amongst our team, is in a really good place right now. You know, it was nice to get, a little bit of a breakthrough win this last weekend for us, and some feeling of we know we're good, now everyone knows we're good, Tonight's another example of that. We know we're good, and we just need to be good for everybody else, and so I'm excited for our team. I think we're in a really good place. I'd love for us to get healthy, but the players that are out there on the floor are balling out. It's fun to watch.
So the volleyball team 13-10 of the season with a road trip on tap now. The Buffs heading this weekend to the Oregon schools. Only 8 matches remaining in the 2023 season. That puts a wrap this week in the Buffalo Stampede. Don't forget, Saturday night, it's homecoming in Boulder. Football under the lights at 8 p.m. Colorado and Oregon State. Gary and I are going to hit the air at 6 p.m. with the Buffalo Stampede pregame show. I'm voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next time.